Dear old people, welcome again to the River of January, the land which has touched my heart and one in which I would not part without leaving my mark on the Rio+20 text, on behalf of all those you're meant to represent, alive and not yet present. You've all worked very hard, and by and large you've done your best to compromise the text much faster than any of us could have imagined, but a forced hand will not brand this summit a success, unless the hand that holds the pen remembers when the power was granted and who it was that handed it to them. In this declaration, you've declared war against my generation. There's no means or end in sight, no ambition in the air, and no sense of something fair enough for those at the dark end of development. The grass tips of sustainability have been disconnected from their roots, and the meaning of green has been looted and polluted by weak and deleted words that once sought to conserve what we believed in, with nouns that seem strong enough to deceive the media, but verbs weak enough for their sounds to mean nothing on the ground. There's nothing here to be proud of. It's not your job just to find consensus. You don't represent me by making friends with policies that abuse my ability to grow old. You fulfill your role by being bold enough to trust not your trust fund, but your conscience. If this is our common future, then you've sold my fate and subsidized our common destruction, each and every one of you. And it hurts me to say this. For many of you have fought hard for my future. Many of you have dedicated your lives just as I to protecting the rights of all people within and without of your territorial lines. You're the elders I'm supposed to look up to for guidance. You're the defenders I'm meant to admire. But this time you've emptied my dreams. I'll admit that I don't know all the answers. My hands have not built better energy supplies, and my eyes have not designed a way to implement human rights universally, but I still deserve to find a light at the end of this never-ending plenary. You fought hard to draft this text, but I will not sign my name at the end. If this is the world's vision, then I no longer want to have children. For I don't want them to live in the pain of a past we can't afford to repeat. But unlike you, I've been outside this air conditioning and I've breathed in the pride of people outside these walls. I've danced and dreamed and cried on the streets of Rio, and I've found something to believe in. We, the common people, indigenous if you like to Mother Earth, deserve a declaration that affirms our rights to develop in a way that is not only sustainable but able to adapt to a changing climate. That climbs a ladder laid out before us with the wisdom of those who have lived sustainably before us, with the laws of nature. We deserve a document that builds on the Karaoke Declaration of Indigenous Peoples and the People's Sustainability Treaties. We deserve a future that finds its feet in the farmers who live off the land and upheld in the hands of those who have no land to stand on. We deserve a future for all. And that's why I call upon this gathering to abandon the current Rio text and look to the people for what to do next.